with all these brothers there, because there's a lot of brothers being let out of prison, how can we make sure at Project Hood that we help in that area and that we create opportunities and create a vehicle for total life change? Hello, my name is Pastor Corey Brooks, and I'm coming to you from the rooftop on the south side of Chicago, where I've been living in this tent, and I plan to stay there for 100 days, from November the 20th to February the 28th, talking about the issues, talking about violence, talking about solutions, all the things that impact us every single day on the south side of Chicago. I want to thank my Fox family for giving us the platform to talk about what we call Rooftop Revelations. And from time to time, I get to bring in guests to talk about issues that impact us. So today I have on our Rooftop Revelations, Jeff Boyd. We call him Rafi. He is the man who is responsible for the reentry program at Project Hood. He makes sure that we stop the cycle of brothers going back and forth to prison, getting out, going back, getting out, going back, breaking the recidivism that we see every single day on the south side. So, Jeff, good to have you on here, man.
Yeah, thank my pleasure.
One of the things I want to ask you about is the community center. And why is it so important that we have this community center as it relates to recidivism and reentry?
Being a product of the federal institution for more than 25 years, state, federal, and county institutions, they offer classes in reentry. They offer resources to allow you to reintegrate back in the community. These classes are offered inside an institution. But when the doors open and you're released back to the community, that is quite a different question. We need an institution, we need individuals, we need programs, we need Project Hood on the outside to receive those individuals leaving the institution with the services and resources they need to successfully reintegrate back into these communities.
You know what? Let me ask you a question, because somebody may be watching this saying, look, what does that have to do with me? Reentry, recidivism, I'm not in prison, I've never been to prison, I'm not going to prison, none of my family is in prison. What is this? How does this impact me in my community? And what do you say about that?
What I have to say about that is that first, I'm testament and I'm a living example that that it impacts our communities. I cannot imagine an individual's coming home without someone here to receive them, to give them the resources, the services, the tools, and the skills they need to become productive members of these communities. Because once they become productive members of our communities thrive and develop and better the quality of life of individuals inside our communities.
But the opposite, what happens when individuals don't get those resources, when individuals get out of prison and they don't have the family or they don't have an organization like Project Hood to come alongside and help them? Typically, what happens?
Typically what happens is an individual returns back to their old lifestyle, return back to the street, return back to the way they know to survive out here on the street without the tools necessary to survive. So it's critically important that we be able to receive them and give them the tools they need to be productive members of these communities.
One last thing. How do you think Project Hood is going to be able to impact and help this situation with all these brothers there? Because there's a lot of brothers being let out of prison. How can we make sure at Project Hood that we help in that area and that we create opportunities and create a vehicle for total life change?
Project Hood offers an array of services for individuals coming home from institutions. We direct them to employment, we direct them to certification, we direct them to skills and the tools they need to be successful out here. I cannot imagine Willow and these surrounding communities being without Project Hood reentry services. I just cannot imagine it.
Well, Jeff, you know, I'm proud of you. Thank you for leading our efforts to make sure that we stop the cycle of recidivism. Thank you for leading the efforts in trying to make sure that we guide these young brothers in the right direction, giving them opportunities, alternatives, and options. But most of all, thank you for staying on them, not letting them use any excuse, making them take responsibility so that all of us can be better and so that we can transform our neighborhood. So I appreciate you and I thank you. Thank you for being on the Project Hood team.
It's my pleasure to be
All
here.
right, I know that's right. Listen, it's awesome. Thank y'all so much for being with us once again. The Rooftop Revelations. Shout out, as always, to Fox for giving us this platform. And I will see you on tomorrow. And as I always say, peace.